don't I? There we go. Is that better? Welcome to Paul's Essen Diary Part 3. It is, what day is it? It's Wednesday. So today is the final setup day. Spiel Essen starts officially at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And it already feels like I've been here for a week. Really good day today. For those of you that watched the Essen Diary Part 2 yesterday, some disappointing news. I didn't actually get to meet Stefan Feld today. That was a misunderstanding on my part. He's not actually here at the moment. He's arriving. He'll be at the show tomorrow. So yes, so I didn't get to sit down with Stefan Feld and play a game, which is what I was hoping to do. I did get to play Game 5 in the City Collection tonight. Ulrich from Queen Games kindly brought the prototype of Vienna and Cuzco to the premiere in this evening. So I've actually spent the evening learning and playing a full game of Vienna, which is the number 5 game in the Stefan Feld City Collection. And in fact, that's the only game that I've played today. Today has gone mostly to plan, but also not completely to plan. So my plan today was to spend the entire day walking around and seeing as many publishers as I can. Many of the publishers that I've become friends with over the years, and picking up a lot of copies of games and everything else. And that's exactly what I did today, right? I didn't do anything else. However, I had a massive list of 68 publishers that I wanted to go around and see, because today's the best day to see them. After today, the halls are going to be crammed. People are going to be in meetings. So today is the best day to do that. And the reason why I'm saying it didn't go to plan is that I underestimated how long I would end up chatting at each booth. Sometimes it was 30 to 40 minutes just, chatting with people. And that means I actually only got to see about a quarter of the people today that I wanted to see. So looking at my list of all of these publishers that I wanted to go and see and say hello to, I've only been to about maybe 12 of them. So there's a lot more to do. I have picked up some games. I would have liked to have shown you those games right now, so we can all get excited and hyped about what I've got, but we've parked Luke's car in the Messe car park. So what's happening is that as I'm picking up games, I am trying to basically take them to the car straight away, because otherwise I will end up carrying them all the way back to the hotel and then carrying them all the way back again. So yeah, there's a number of games that I've picked up today. I've picked up Starship Captains, Deal with Devil from CGE. I've also picked up the 15th anniversary edition of Agricola. I've also picked up Atiwa. I've also picked up my copy of Woodcraft. They're all in the car. So yeah, I can't show you those today because they are all already gone. What I can show you is one game that I picked up today, which I brought back to the hotel, was Heat. This is the new game from Days of Wonder by the designers of Flamme Rouge. And I've been told, I don't know that much about it, but it does share some similarities with Flamme Rouge. So I didn't play this tonight, but Luke Hector from the Broken Meeple played this. He sat there reading the rules for it while we were playing Vienna. And then when some other people arrived, he sat down and he played a game with them. And all I can do is tell you that the general opinion around the table was that it was good. And if you want to know more, Luke will be doing his own live show from Essen after this one finishes. So if you're interested, after I've done my live shows, Luke Hector from the Broken Meeple is doing his. And yeah, if you want to see what he thinks of it, I'm sure he's going to talk about it on his show. He's currently downstairs playing Splendor Duel, which is another game that I picked up today. So yes, I picked up Heat, Splendor Duel, Woodcraft, and all sorts of other things as well. So as I say, I didn't get a chance to play any games today during the show. I just went around and had a good chat with lots of different publishers, some of which I haven't seen for 3 years. For example, Gilly from Chip Theory Games, had a good chat with him. Julie, who was formerly from Greenbrier Games, who's now with Van Ryder Games, had a chat with her for about 30 minutes. Stephen Bonacore, formerly from Stronghold Games, had a chat with him for like 15 to 20 minutes. And suddenly, before I knew it, the time had all gone. But also sat down and had a good chat with people who I have never met in person. So as many of you know, I did a lot of work on the Endless Winter game. I wrote all of the rule books for the game and all of the expansions, and I've done multiple videos on the game. And the guys from Fantasia Games, they are clients, and I've been working with them for, I don't know what, a year and a half or something like that. And I went round the booth today, and it's the first time I've actually physically met them, and I've spoken to them so much in the last 18 months and I've done a lot of work for them. And today was the day I actually sat down and had a chat with them. So that's another half an hour gone. But yeah, that's what today was. So what did I think about Vienna? The only game that I did play today, it's a re-implementation of La Isla. So La Isla is one of the smaller box Steffenfeld games from many years ago. It's a smaller box and it's a lighter game. Now, Vienna is the biggest difference so far between new game and old game. And that is because what they've done is they haven't just tweaked La Isla to do effectively a second edition, they have brought the complexity up of it so that it's actually the equivalent of the other games in the City Collection. Maybe not New York City, because New York City is a bit lighter than the others, but certainly Hamburg, Amsterdam, and Marrakesh. Vienna is brought up to roughly the same complexity as that. I very much enjoyed it. The theme has changed in the game, and it's been a long time since I played La Isla, so although it does share some similarities, I can't really give you a full comparison of the two because, as I say, it's a lot more involved. I also did post a photo of the game, us playing it, onto the private Patreon supporters Slack channel, but I had to get permission to do that from Ulrich because there are no photos out there yet for the game. So if you are a Patreon supporter and you're on the Slack channel and you have seen the picture that I posted, please do not share that picture on anywhere else. Don't post about it on any other social media because nobody's seen it yet. So that will be they'll be posting some pictures about it tomorrow because it's going to be on open demo. There was kind of an exclusive sneak peek tonight for us to play it. So that was Vienna. I don't know how much I'm about to say about it. Brendan's asking, did I see Cusco as well? So yeah, we played a full game of Vienna all the way to the end, and then Ulrich got out Cusco, set it up, and he basically showed us Cusco. Now Cusco is, as Graham says, it's the re-implementation of Bora Bora, but the opposite of what I said for Vienna, in that it is the most dissimilar from the game that it's based on, because the complexity is increased a lot. Cusco, Ulrich has said, it's the most similar to Bora Bora. So it's got a new theme, it's got a new name, it's got all new graphic design, it's got all new artwork and everything else, but the actual gameplay itself is the most similar to Bora Bora than the other games in the City Collection. And again, I'm not really allowed to tell you much about that, other than it's Clemens Franz artwork and it looks gorgeous. I know a number of people have said that the artwork for certainly the first two games in the City Collection, Hamburg and Amsterdam, a lot of people have been very critical and negative about the artwork for those two games. And as a gamer, I'm also, if I'm honest, hand on heart, I am not a big fan of the art in those games. And I was concerned myself because I'm professionally involved in this entire series of games. And I was really, really hoping they were going to use a different artist for the later games. And they have. So they've used Clemens Franz for Cusco, and it looks gorgeous. So again, there'll be pictures out there later. I'm going to post an image of Cusco to the Slack channel later on. Same thing. You're not allowed to share it with anybody. So I will be putting that up on the Slack channel for Patreon supporters to see. But yeah, please don't share it or anything like that. But yeah, it looks gorgeous. It really does. I have played Bora Bora once, maybe twice in the past. So very much looking forward to that one. They are going to be going, games 5 and 6 are going to be going on Kickstarter early next year. Anyway, let's stop talking about the Queen Games City Collection because people might think I'm just shilling games because they're a client of mine. I'm not. It's just I've just played the game and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, there isn't much else to talk about today. It's currently 11 p.m. I'm tired. I'm going to be going to bed soon. Tomorrow morning I'm going to be demoing Frosthaven. I'm not fully prepared yet, so I need to basically get the Frosthaven rulebook online. I mean, I know how to play Gloomhaven, but Frosthaven is not just Gloomhaven. There's a few extra bits to it, and I need to reread those few extra bits to make sure that I know what we're doing. Also, I want to just get to the booth early tomorrow, and I just want to spend like 15-20 minutes looking at all of the cards for all of the characters that people can play. because there's two characters specifically which have got fairly complex rules. And right now, I don't feel comfortable with those characters. So I've got between now, I've got like the next 11 hours to learn those characters and feel a bit more comfortable with running the demo. I think the first demo is going to be a little bit rough. So apologies if you're going to be in the first demo of mine with Frosthaven tomorrow. It might be a little bit rough just while I get up to speed with how things going. But that's tomorrow. Am I picking up a box of Frosthaven? I'm not picking up a box of Frosthaven. I've already got my copy of Frosthaven. My copy of Frosthaven arrived about 4 or 5 weeks ago. The reason why I haven't done any content on it yet is that I was fully booked for the 4 or 5 weeks before Essen. I did have a small window of opportunity around sort of July-ish, end of July-ish, start of August-ish. And if it had arrived then, I would have been able to start filming the video. There's no way I would have finished the video, but I might have been able to start filming the video. And unfortunately, yeah, the game arrived late, and when the game did arrive, I was in the middle of my sort of 5 or 6 week lead up to Essen, where I've been working on lots of videos, and I had lots of deadlines that I needed to get done. So yeah, that's why Frosthaven has not been covered on the channel yet. Is it available for purchase? It is not available for purchase. The game, I believe, has been finished production. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think production has finished, and they are now starting the process of getting it loaded onto containers and things like that. I think backers are going to be getting their copies sometime in December, from what I understand. And my job is to get the how to play videos done before backers get their copy. Andrew's asking, do I want to lend him your copy? Well, I would do, Andrew, but unfortunately, when I get back from Essen, my number one priority is the Frosthaven how to play videos. I've got the next 5 to 6 weeks booked out for it. And you're probably thinking, well, why does it take Paul 5 to 6 weeks to create a how to play video? Well, it's because I only work 50% a week on it, and the rest of the time I will be working. I mean, I've got live playthroughs scheduled every Friday for the next 5 or 6 weeks. I'm doing ISS Vanguard. On the Friday that I get back from Essen, I'm going to be doing ISS Vanguard. I've got an unboxing video for Frostpunk to do when that arrives. And I've got all sorts of other games booked in over the next 5 or 6 weeks. So I'm only able to dedicate about 50% of my time to working on the how to play video. So it's probably still going to be, 80, 90, 100 hours of work in total. And I've just got to get it done by December. Yeah, lots of other publishers that I wanted to go around and see today, but yeah, just didn't get a chance. But I will see them tomorrow. So I'm going to be demoing until about 2 o'clock. Then I've got pretty much the afternoon free, which will be again walking around, going to the publishers that I haven't seen yet, and a lot of them I'm just saying hello to. Some of them I'm picking up copies of games, but a lot of them, like I'm going to pop around and find Awaken Realms and see some of the people at Awaken Realms. I'm not picking anything up from them. I have nothing to discuss with them because I'm already talking to them about stuff. So it's just literally just going around saying hello, checking they're okay, wishing they have a good show, and that's it really. So some of the publishers I'll just have a brief chat with, but there are other ones where I'm sitting down and having a meeting with them and everything else. Cardboard Casualty is asking how is attendance. It hasn't started yet. Today was the setup day. It's the rest of the. Ask me tomorrow. Ask me into tomorrow's live show. However, I will tell you that it is the Gaming Rules meetup tomorrow night. So that means tomorrow's live show, which I want to do, but it may be a little bit later, and I may be a little bit worse for wear. Not that I'm going to be drinking excessively, but yeah, tomorrow's show will be after the meetup. Yeah, Hannah saying it was nice meeting you in the garage. How was lunch? Lunch was very nice, because I bought a Subway and I just sat there eating my Subway. Graham's asking live show from the bar. I'm not sure I'm going to get much of a signal in Fitzpatrick's. Yeah, live stream the meetup. I could. It might be quite funny to do a live stream of the meetup, but it would be a very rowdy video. Yeah, and it would be a bit weird. Anyway. There's still a load of people downstairs in the bar, chatting away. Have fun. I'm going to head to bed. What's my go-to drink order? Good question. I drink a lot of water. But since I'm here, since I'm in Germany, I am having a one of the beers, although I had a 0%, a non-alcoholic beer tonight. So I haven't actually drunk anything alcoholic today. Apart from the Frosted Games. Yeah, Frosted Games or Deep Print Games was offering free beers at their booth. So I had a small glass of beer about sort of 5 o'clock this afternoon. But other than that, yeah, didn't have anything. So yeah, I don't really drink that much. But as I say, the drink that I will have while I'm here is the German sort of Weiss beer, which is very nice. But yeah, that's everything. So yeah, let's wrap things up. And as I mentioned earlier on, Luke Hector from The Broken Meeple will be doing his live show. So if you're interested in that, go and check out Luke's channel, The Broken Meeple. And he will probably be talking about Heat, because that's what he's been playing this evening. He's downstairs playing Splendor Duel at the moment, so he'll probably talk about that as well. Other than that, I hope to see you tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, it's because I'm a complete wreck when I get back from the meetup. But other than that, I'll be back on what is it? Wednesday? Yeah, I'll be back on Friday night. I'll do one on Friday night, even if I don't do one tomorrow. But other than that, for now, I am going to go to bed. I'm going to post a picture of Cuzco to the Slack channel. I'm going to speak to Vicky, and then I'm going to read some Frosthaven rules. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.